Good morning. It's March the 27th, 2017. Time to kick off another week of trading. We'll start with our customary disclaimer. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. Simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, for treasuries, it's auction week. And today we have the 2-year. So the 2-year dynamics and the direction of the E-mini, given the lack of news overnight. And today is what's going to be driving the market. The E-mini is pointed lower and should try to sell once this morning, at least to knock the weak length out, and that should support our markets. The news over the weekend, there was one piece of news out of Germany, more talk about China's problems with liquidity in their banking system, etc. Today we have Dallas Fed, no estimate for that. Last month it was 16.7. So essentially we have no news today. Over the weekend, the only thing that was in the financial news was, has Trump lost it? Will he be able to get his taxes and rules through, tax cuts, and rules and regulations cut? Sell stocks. Okay, normally in stocks in a bull market, a 50 to 70 point correction is expected. The talk is we're going to cross the 50-day moving average today, which is bad for the stock markets. If we move into pause consolidation, 10% correction is 240 points. When we do get corrections in a market that still has some legs, and I believe this market probably still does have some legs, given what we don't know what the final ramifications of Trump's industrial policy changes and tax cuts are going to be. So 150, 170 points would be probably what we'd be targeting right now. So that would take us 22, 30 to 50. And if that is the case, it'll take treasuries higher. So right now we've got resistance basically at 125. I think we're going to get stops above the overnight session high. So let's start out with a 31 to 03. Sell 1, 7 to 11, sell 2. And we'll put a question mark at 28. On the buy side, 20 to 24. Like the long side first because of the 2-year auction today, then 13 to 17 for buy number 2. Looking at the 30-year, got to get all that stuff written down. Okay, 28 to the buck is number 1. 3 to 7, sell 1. 11 to 15, sell 2. I don't think we can break it out to the upside unless the selling in the E-mini really starts to accelerate, which that could happen. 27, so 16 to 20 is number 1. 9 to 13, buy 1. 1 to 5, buy 2. Gold was up. Treasuries and gold were both up because of the selling in equities around the globe. And we're in this high volume area, 57. Looking at where the low volume number is, right there at 6180. So first sell 59.61, 64, 66 sell 2. We like the long side of the market. The breakout came from 53. So 55, 53 buy 1, and 49.51 buy 2. Looking at the euro, currencies did well. Dollar supposedly is coming down too because of Trump's problems. Took off in Frankfurt, still pointed higher. So 925 sell 1 and 950 sell 2. Everybody's talking about the dollar trade being unwound, and there's probably some truth in that. 109 even buy 1. And 875 buy 2. You can see the European Central Bank and Mario, they're pulling their hair out. You know, what can we do to get the euro lower? So right now we're close enough to 110, a pretty round major market number. Don't be surprised if we get there before people at least come in and take profits. Okay, didn't see any news articles out over the weekend to support crude oil, which is unusual. Usually OPEC says something. So we are pointed lower. Having a hard time getting through 48.50. And bottom been falling out of the market, but nobody's clamoring to get long either. The reality is that there's too much supply right now, and the economic stats are showing economic softening. So I think we can go a little bit lower, so 47, 47 and a quarter buy 1. Pick up this area right over here, and 46.50, 46.75 buy 2. On the sell side, 47.75 to 48, then 48 and a quarter, 48.50. And the selling has been very, very slow to develop. It's been really a slow grind down. Nothing's happened quickly. And you have to wonder, that meeting that Saudi Arabia had with the world's biggest oil traders and the huge open interest built by the hedge fund industry. What will it make to have them throw in the towel and start to abandon their length? That's probably what we're waiting on now, and that's probably why the selling hasn't accelerated. Okay, looking at the E-mini, let's take a look at this screen first. You can see one breakout at 2300, which you'd expect, and then we have this move up, the breakout that came in January down here at 2262. So we've got probably the cleanest break in the market here is 2275. So 2275, 23 even is probably pretty good support. If we get through that, and we've got the 2211 to 2226, so 22, say 2200, 2225 is where best support is at the moment. Looking at the F1 screen, got this breakout support, that 2300 that we just talked about. We've got a low volume number at 17, which we stayed above on this screen. The low volume number on 180 days is at 18. So There is some support in that 15 to 20 area that we can see right there. And looking at this London, we have a P. So I think there's one short left in the market. Would like to get short against 30, 32, somewhere in that area. So we had a 29.31 sell. No news to speak of. 34.36 for sell 2. On the buy side, it's 18 to 20 area, buy 1. Then 10 to 12, buy 2. I think if we take 18 out, we're headed down, and right now 2300 would be the trading target. $18 to 20 is just leaning against current support. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get stuff up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I'll be back with you as soon as possible.